بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد نبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And welcome in the 10th lecture of the explanation of Surah Taha. Today, with Allah saying, after seeking His refuge from the Shaitan al-Rajim, they said, come down, descend from it, all of you. All of you are enemies to each other. Either you'll get a guidance from me, or follow my guidance, he will not be miserable. Adam and his offspring, and Iblis and his offspring. Either there is guidance through the messenger and prophet and the books that Allah descend. That's the guidance. Whomever followed my guidance, he will not be astray and he will not be miserable. He will not be miserable in the hereafter. And whomever disobeyed Allah's order and what he descended on his messengers and he forgot it and he took from others, then he have the worst of life on earth and misery in the hereafter. No peace, no tranquility, no harmony. Even if he looked like he is in good health and ate what he wants and lived whatever he wants, he's always in turmoil and doubt. And Allah is the truthful when He said, whomever He opened from mercy, no one will hold it back, and whatever He hold, no one go to send it. And He's the Almighty and honorable. This will make you not attached to any power on earth and keep you with Allah only, and make it certain there's no mercy except Allah Azza wa Jal. It will open only the gate of Allah and close every other gate. Allah's mercy, it exists in so many ways that only the human being cannot go after it or know it. And then this is Allah's mercy. It exists in the things that are forbidden, just like it is in the things that are permissible. You'll find that everything Allah Azza wa Jal opens in everything. Well, for Allah Azza wa Jal open from His mercy, no one can hold back. And whatever He holds, there is no one who can send it, and Allah is the Almighty. And any calamity, Allah Azza wa Jal holds it with His mercy, it becomes a mercy and benefit and a bounty. A person could sleep on the silk, and Allah's mercy is held back on him, and then he will not feel comfortable at all. And you'll find someone sit on thorn, but he is very comfortable, like he is very comfortable on the best mattress. If Allah's mercy exists with something, it will be so easy. And any thing that don't have Allah's mercy is useless. There's no misery with mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal. Even if a person is in the under arrest or in jail or something like that. from inside the soul.
رحمة الله تنفجر ينابيع السعادة والطمأنينة والرضا. من داخل النفس مع رحمة الله تتفجر ينابيع السعادة والرضا والطمأنينة، ومن داخل النفس مع إمساك رحمة الله تدب عقارب القلق والتعب والفقر والكد والمعاناة. هذا الباب وحده يفتح وتغلق جميع الأبواب وتوصل جميع النوافذ، فلا عليه إلا الفرج والرخاء والفسحة.
So no matter what calamity you have trust in Allah's mercy, because Allah's mercy, if it's open to you, nothing could harm you, nothing could hurt you or bother you.
هذا الفيض يفتح ومضيق الرزق وضيق السكن وضيق العيش وشوشير الحياة.
If no mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal, then there is no goodness in the money or the work or life or anything.
ثم يفيض الرزق ويبدل كل شيء فلا جدوى.
And the blessing of the money will be gone and everything. The money, the kids, the prestige, the positions, the authority, they turn to be misery if there is no mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal in it. If Allah gives His mercy, then you find tranquility, harmony, and peace and happiness, and it will be an enjoyment, and no matter how little it is, and it will be multiplied in the hereafter. Allah has, no matter, the Shaykh is talking about different bounties of Allah, from the wealth, from the kids, from the authority, that you, when Allah put His mercy, you can enjoy it. It will be a source of enjoyment, a source of even increase of your reward in the hereafter. And if it is missed, then there is no blessing in the money, nor the kids, nor the peace and tranquility. It will be against you in the hell, in the day of judgment. Ibn Abbas says, it was said that every time you give that to any of his, every time Allah made people miserable or live miserable, and they are away from Allah's remembrance, their life is miserable, because they find that Allah is not going to, they assume wrong about Allah Azza wa Jal and His promise. So Allah Azza wa Jal live in the worst of life in this life, and the hereafter is even worse. And the Haq says, it's the bad deed that provide the filthy sustenance. So the person will be gathered blind, where he can't see, and they are even deaf and and they can't talk, they can't hear, they can't see. And they will say, oh Allah, why is it I can't see in the hereafter when I was see in this life? He said, you saw our eyes, signs, and you rejected it, you stayed away from it. So today we're going to forget you. So you rejected it, so today we treat you the same way. So today we forget them just like they forgot their meeting today. So to forget the not the forgetness of memorization, that's different. The Prophet ﷺ, he forgot, and that's not what it meant. And those who are extravagant, who overspend, those who deny Allah's signs, they have severe punishment in this life, And the punishment in the hereafter even worse. And there is no protection from Allah Azza wa Jal at the day of judgment.
وأبقى أي أشد ألما من عذاب الدنيا وأدور عليه فهم مخلدون فيه ولهذا في قصة المتلاعنين النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال
The Prophet ﷺ said that the punishment of this life is a lot easier than the punishment of the hereafter.
عندما قال عندما حلفت عندما حلفت المرأة
When the woman swore 4 times with Allah Azza wa Jal that her husband is a liar, and he put for the 5th one, he told her, be careful, this is the one that require Allah's punishment. The punishment of the hereafter is easier than it's easier for the punishment in this life than the punishment in the hereafter. So those liars, isn't it? Can't they got it from looking at the previous nations? How many of those that we have destroyed after Noah? And it is enough that Allah knowledgeable about his the sins of his servants. Some Allah Azza wa Jal has taken by his sins, and there is different types of punishment. Allah has mentioned them, types of punishment. Allah did not do them wrong; they did wrong to themselves. Do you see any reflect? Do they exist anymore? No, they all died, and their use is not there anymore.
فيا سائلي عن أناس مضوا أما لك فيما مضى ما قضى وسكنت في مساكن الذين
So you lived in the houses of those that did wrong to themselves, and you saw what we did to them, and we gave you the examples. And they have blotted, and Allah has their blood. And their blood is something that's going to wipe the mountains. So you are walking in their houses. For those who really have straight, good conscious, good brains, they have to contemplate and see and learn and contemplate. It is not the eyes that are blinded, but it's the hearts in the chest that the one that's getting blind. Doesn't it guide them? How many nations we have destroyed before? This is science. If you understand, if you look, if you contemplate, if it was not for our word that proceeded from your Lord, like he said, he will not punish anyone until he put the proof on him, until he sent a messenger. When Allah Azza wa Jal says about the date that is going to be for those who deny, otherwise Allah Azza wa Jal will bring the punishment all of a sudden. So be patient about what they are claiming, what they're saying. Allah do not rush into nobody and punishing him until he give him all types of excuses, all types of chances. That's why Allah Azza wa Jal said to his prophet, be patient about what they're saying and praise Allah before the sun rise and before its sunset, and from through the night, and the worst part of the day. Always remember your Lord. Does Allah talk about the prayers in the two the Sahih in the Hadith? One of the companions said, we were sitting with the Prophet ﷺ, and he looked at the moon and full moon. He said, you will see your Lord just like you see this moon. You have no doubt about his seeing him. If you could, they're talking about the look, but not how Allah will look like. And from the times of the night,
آناء الليل فسبح أي
praise
فكبر
him, meaning pray
وأطراف
tahajjud,
النهار على الوجه
and
الأيسر
some they said maghrib and isha.
وأطراف
And
النهار
the two
في مقابلة آناء
edges of
الليل
the day,
لعلك
so
ترضى
you might be happy,
لعلك
so you
ترضى
might be satisfied.
بالتسبيح يقول الله
And the Sahih
تعالى
Allah
يا
says,
أهل الجنة
O people of
ألم
paradise,
تكونوا كما سعد
they say, yes, O Lord, are you happy? Are you
فيقولون بلى
satisfied? They
كنا
said,
يا
why
محمد
we're not going to be happy when you've given
وأعطيتنا
us
في
more
أفضل
than what you've given
الخلق
anybody of your creation?
إني أعطيكم أفضل
He said, I
الخلق
give you better than that. They said,
وأي شيء
what can be better than what you have given us?
أحل
He said,
عليكم
today I will
ليلة
permit on you
ولا
my
أسخط عليكم
satisfaction. I will never
بعده
be mad at you
أبدا
ever.
ذكر المفسرون
The explainers, they said the meaning of tasbih in this ayah. Two things. The first one is to glorify Allah Azza wa Jal from from shirk and partnership and any flaws. Thanking Him about what He has given you from guidance. Submit that He is the Lord and the giver of all sustenance and every second thing, the prayers. This is closer to Allah saying, and use the prayers and the prayers and the patient and to indulge in the challenges of your daily life and reject what Allah Azza wa Jal has given the disbelievers in their life. And the best is for those who are biased, those who are God conscious. And from that mean pray, grateful to Allah for His guidance before the sun rise at Fajr, and before sunset, meaning Asr, and through the night. And to put this times so you could continually make tasbih, and there is sometimes that are better than others in the glorifying of Allah. The most important thing between these, the relationship between praising Allah and the satisfaction of Allah. So here Allah saying that you might be satisfied. Also Allah said, we know that your chest is diet from what they're saying, so praise Allah Azza wa Jal and be among those making prostration. So if you have problem in being patient, what's in this life?
وكم في الدنيا من وجوه زوت بما تخفي من أوجاع نفسية. يعني آية التسبيح
Allah made the tasbih as a cure for the souls, for the calamities and the happiness of the chest. Praise your Lord before the sun rise and before its sunset and through the night and the parts of the day. It's the whole day, so you might be happy, satisfied. What is it left of the day that not indicate of this, the tasbih, this? So that's an indication from Allah Azza wa Jal to the cure that you could use from the tight life. And the Quran, from the most amazing information that we live in with people that lives in tasbih. The thunder, they praise Allah, and the wood and the mountains. In other ayah, the heavens and earth make tasbih, and Allah said everything make tasbih, but you don't understand their tasbih. The whole universe, all creatures, everything make praise to Allah Azza wa Jal, including the heavens and earth. But we don't hear understand their type of way of glorifying Allah and purifying from any
لا
flaws.
تفقهون تسبيحهم والصحيح من أقوال أهل العلم
And the
أن
correction that the tasbih
التسبيح الحقيقي
is a
ليس
true
في
one,
بعض
and
الأحيان
sometimes
أن أصحاب النبي صلى
compared with the
الله
Prophet
عليه
ﷺ,
وسلم يسمعون هذا
hear
التسبيح
that
فقد روى
tasbih.
البخاري في
Al-Bukhari
ولقد
says,
كنا نسمع تسبيح الطعام وهو يؤكل
we should hear the food being eaten,
نعم ولكن لا تفقهون
but
تسبيحهم
you don't
وهو
understand their tasbih.
بلغة خاصة
It is in a language that
من
is
الله عليه
different language, different way.
وعلى بذلك اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت
Ameen.
إلا سخرنا الجبال
Allah said that we have provided the mountains with him. They make
أودي معه الطير الحصى سبح في كف النبي صلى الله
Allah
عليه
Wasallam.
وسلم
The Prophet ﷺ says, I know a stone in Mecca used to say salam to me before I was sent, and I know it now.
فتخيل
So imagine
عندما يعني عندما تتأمل أن الكون
when you see the whole universe is full of glorifying Allah Azza wa Jal, you can see the might of Allah, the Almighty.
فإذا أضاف المؤمن
So if you add to that
تسابيح الأنبياء
the praising of the prophets, like Musa said, and make a helper from my family, Harun, my brother, and make him, so we could praise you a lot and mention you a lot. The angels, we are the one who are in lines, and we are the one who glorify Allah.
يونس
Yunus,
إذ ذهب مغاضبا
when he left angry, and he said we cannot be him, so he said in the dark, La ilaha subhanak inni kuntum dhalim.
كنت من الظالمين فلولا أنه كان
So if he wasn't from the people who makes tasbih, he would have stayed in the whale's stomach until they
الليل والنهار
are back.
وحملة العرش والحافون
And those who hold the throne of Allah, and they are all going around the throne, they are praising Allah. Those who hold it and what's around it, they praise Allah and they believe in Him, and they ask for those who believe.
بل أخبرنا الله عز وجل
Actually, Allah told us that the people of Jannah,
بالتسبيح دعواهم
their
سبحانك اللهم وتحيتهم فيها سلام
their tongue is very busy of remembrance of Allah.
ولا تمدن عينيك إلى ما متعنا به أزواجا منهم زهرة الحياة الدنيا لنفتنهم فيه لا تنظر إلى
Don't look at
ما يتمتع به
what
هؤلاء
these people are enjoying
وأشباههم من
and those who look like them,
الحياة الدنيا زهرة زائلة
because this is a bounty that's going to
وقليل من
raid,
عبادي الشكور
and little of my servants who are grateful. Allah said, we have given you better what we have given them. We gave you 7 of the Mathani, Al-Quran, Al-Fatiha. So don't put your eyes of what we have given a couple of them of enjoyment. We've given you better than what we given them. That's in addition what Allah Azza wa Jal has prepared for His Prophet in the hereafter. Allah said, Allah will give you and you'll be happy, you'll be satisfied. Allah's satisfaction will be everlasting and better. When Umar entered to the Prophet ﷺ, when he stayed away from his wives and he stayed on some carpet made of straw, so and it left some marks on his skin, Umar told him, oh, you are better than Qaisar and Kisra, and you are better. He said, are you in doubt of that, O Umar ibn Khattab? These are people Allah rushed their reward in this life. The Prophet ﷺ was the best satisfied person in this life.
نفقة ينفقها
If
هكذا
he has something, he
لا
always spend it right,
يكتشف
and he never leave nothing for
حقيقة
himself for
وهو
tomorrow.
قائل
And he's the one who's
إن
saying,
أخوف ما أخاف
most
عليكم
I fear
ما يفتح لكم من
what
زخرف
Allah opened from this life.
فقالوا وما زخرف
They said,
الدنيا
what is the flower of this life? He said,
وبركات الأرض
the blessing of this earth.
أي نبكي
So Allah will test you on it.
أهلك بالصلاة
So order you people on the prayers and be patient on it.
بإقام الصلاة وبدعوتهم إلى ذلك واصبر أنت على فعله
And be patient on
يا
it.
أيها الذين آمنوا
Oh, who you believe,
أنفسكم
protect yourself and your family of fire. Its fuel is people and stones. It has great angels. Do not disobey Allah, whatever He ordered them, and they do whatever they are ordered.
لا نسألك رزقا
So we're not asking you any sustenance, Allah
إذا
provide
أقمت
for you.
الصلاة
If you establish the prayers,
أتاك الرزق
the sustenance come to you from wherever you don't even account. And whomever fear Allah, Allah will give him a way out. And He bring him from what he don't count. Allah didn't the humans except to worship Him. Allah is the one who gives sustenance. We are the one that and the hereafter for those who are pious. One of the Salaf, if he went to people of this life and he found something, when he go back to his family, he recite, and do not expose your eyes. What we have allowed people to enjoy, the beauty of this life, so we could taste a minute. And Allah's bounty is everlasting and better. And order your family with the prayers. We don't ask you for sustenance. Then he said, the prayers, the prayers. In the hadith, son of Adam, be have time for my worship. I will give you satisfaction. I will be sufficient for your poverty. And Ibn Mas'ud said, the Prophet ﷺ said, whomever made his interest is only one, which is to go back to Allah, Allah will make him sufficient for anything he needs in this life. And whomever just and whomever concerned about this life more than anything, then Allah don't care which of this part of this life. Allah will take his soul, and Allah will make his bounty between his eyes, and he will not get from this life except whatever Allah has written for him. But those who have the hereafter, his intention, he made his satisfaction in his heart, and this life will come to him, and it's humbled. The paradise, it is for those who fear Allah, the Almighty. And the hadith with Muslim from Anas ibn Malik, the Prophet ﷺ said, I saw one night as if Akhul ibn Rafi was there. We get some of the good dates. So I took it the and if they said, if he don't give us a sign from his Lord that shows that he's a proof he's a prophet of Allah, then they have the clearance of what happened in the previous and the Quran. This is an illiterate that did not even study under nobody from the people of the book, and he brought them the news and the stories that nobody knew except Allah, that Allah descended to his Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is like Allah saying, and they said, if he had one ayat come to him, indeed the ayat is with Allah, and I'm just only a warner. Wasn't enough for them that we have said the book.
أولم يأتهم بينة ما في الصحف الأولى. في تفسير
There is an explanation,
آخر
another explanation.
يعني أن يعني أولم يعلموا
Don't they know
ما حصل للأمم
what
السابقة
happened to the previous
إذا
nations
سمعوا الآيات
when Allah
ولم
asked
يؤمنوا بها
and they did not believe in it and they deserved Allah's punishment?
وما منعنا أن نرسل بالآيات إلا أن كذب بها الأولون.
Only
كان المقصود أولم يأتهم
like
بيان
didn't
ما
they
في
see
الصحف
what in the previous
الأولى
book before this book
من أنباء الأمم
from the previous story of the
التي
previous nations that we have destroyed
لما سألوا
when they
الآيات
asked the
وردوها
proof and they disbelieved and denied it?
كيف عجلنا
So when
لهم
we give
العذاب
them the signs,
وأنزلنا
if they
بأسنا
denied it, then
فماذا
we rush
يؤمنون
into the
إذ أتتهم
punishment.
الآيات ولم
So
يؤمنوا
what good
بها
would that
حسبهم
do to
بحال
them if they're going to be like the people before
ولو
them?
أنا أهلكناهم
So if we
بعذاب
destroy them with punishment before,
لقالوا
they will
ربنا
say, "Oh
لولا
Allah,
أرسلت
if you could have
إلينا
sent to us a
رسولا
messenger."
فنتبع
So we're going to
آياتك
follow
من
him
قبل أن
before
نذل
we're
ونخزى.
humiliated, and
يا ربي لو أرسلت إلينا
if you could
رسولا
send us a
أو
messenger
نزلت بنا كتابا
or a book, we would have
قبل
followed
أن نزل
before
ونخزى
we fall in the trap of the shaitan, before we fall in the hellfire.
متعمدين
Those who denied and they are stubborn, they will not believe. Even if the ayah come to them, until they see the punishment, the severe punishment. And this will be Allah. That if they had a warner, they will be the best in guidance. When they have a warner, that's only increase in their stubbornness and their disbelief. Say everything is with it, so you will know who are the people are on the straight path and whomever regarded. So, O Muhammad, say to those who disobeyed you and stayed on their stubbornness, wait, we'll wait. For those who don't believe, do in your work. We are working. And wait, we're going to wait. And Allah has the unseen of this heavens and earth, and to Him everything comes back to Him. So you will know who are the people of the straight path and who will regard to the straight path. Like Allah is saying, they will know when they see the punishment who is worse. And or Allah said, tomorrow they will know who is the liar. May Allah guide us. Inshallah, subhanaka wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. We'll continue tomorrow بإذن الله.